into the bleeding. I am the blade. The answer you can't prepare. I'm running to the fall. There's no end to the bleeding. I am the blade.
Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your guy, Ray Hama, 1 versus a million. Woo, your boy is feeling it today. Yes. And I don't give 2 shits in a hot bucket if no one watches right now. And let me tell you why. Because as one of like myself who tries to keep an open mind, I understand that there are a lot more prominent brothers out there that are doing great live streams, I bet, or also have uploaded videos. Brothers who are more consistent than yours truly, which I aspire to be just like all of them, with the power to replicate the power of their consistency. And yes, we got to talk. Rest in peace, Akira. Rest in peace, 1955. Passed away on, I think he said the 1st. The creator of the manga and awesome TV series Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, that kind of hit me. Even though, like I said before, I've recognized and uphold other prominent, awesome animes, but without the blessed mind, you might as well say the spirit of God was in that man when he created, gave us Goku. No other animes would have been formed if it wasn't for him. So salute and rest in greatness. And may the Most High God bless his family. And also, before I go deep, I must give, and shout out to Brother Lewis Connie. I see you in the chat, brother. And also, I'll be remiss if I didn't, mention this before I dive deep. Thank you, good brother, War General of the Hama Force. Others can be war generals too, you know what I mean? Where it ain't just, with your donation, but your participation. Participation / no, he was saying, fuckery, shadiness, if you will, for in the Hama Force. No, none of that fickery and, or being fickle. We ain't fickle in our brotherhood over here. For that's what the fuck I am building. So therefore, War General, Roastmaster 1, thank you, dear brother. Thank you, man, for all you've done, brother. Thank you for being a true brother. Thank you, brother, man, for not false flagging brotherhood. Thank you for not, for not acting funny and acting like, and for not acting like you are for a black man and all that shit, and then in turn talk down to your man, to your fellow man, to your brother. Thank you, dear brother, from the depths of my soul, thank you. And then there's, oh, thank you, brother. Roastmaster One, thank you, brother. Even though to a degree, I would like to say, F politics, right? But to a degree, in the politic talk shit, yeah, F all that shit, yeah. But shout out and whom I shall share today, because this is me also in this chop up where we come through, chop it up. I'm gonna open up the panel, so expect that. But I gotta get this out. I gotta do this because I also told these brothers that I was going to do this. So this is me fulfilling what I said I was going to do, because I have a joy in doing it. It's just so much shit, man. It's just going on, man. So it's just yeah. And 2 fights, yeah, you're gonna be looking to see in the Hama Force that we are going to cover. Yes, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, which is today, and through a guy who hooked me up with my special apps. You did. Shit. Gave me the scoop on how to watch that shit for free. For free. But yes, let me get you together, War General. My thing acting like you don't want to scroll. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here you go. War General.
Overheating has always been a problem. Let me try out my abilities. I want to incinerate you with hellfire so hot, you won't be able to regenerate fast enough! Prominent fire! I can't be allowed to look pathetic. Not in this moment!
Yes. Nothing but masculinity over here. No such shit over here. None of that fake shit. So, man, we gotta get in. We gotta dive right in. So, yeah, once again, thank you, Big Bird Roastmaster One. Appreciate it. If you don't want to be the only one, the links is in the description, the Cash App, and the PayPal. Thank you, appreciate it, and you'll be held up in high regard. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get into this. Share, a couple of my brothers' content. One of them in particular, shout out to him, brother, nameless protagonist. Oof. Man, because for when I sought help in the space regarding my legal issue. Woo. The advice I was looking for from this brother, he was the only one. And my shit is directly related to the gynocracy and corruption, all that shit around the same lines of the shit these brothers talked about. And I reached out to them, doctors and everybody, but our brother right here, nameless protagonist. Salute, motherfucking salute. I went to this brother, right? And I didn't get what I was looking for in the advice. Woo. But I received what the hell I needed. Oh my God, in that time. No joke. Oh man. So, woo. which amounted more than any of the advice these motherfuckers gave me. Which was, I mean, it was no energy behind it. Like their advice, it was like, okay, well, it's kind of like, well, sucks for you kind of attitude. Okay, bet. You motherfuckers got all this political knowledge, right? But can't help me in this regard of a situation where I was wrongfully arrested and endured pain and suffering for fucking 6 months. But, thank you, brother Nameless Protagonist. Thank you, brother. So, yes, let's get this up as I got it queued up, ready for y'all. And, I'll just have to get that out. Yes, because I can't stand it, man. Hell, blue chips that motherfuckers still have, I dare say, BGS. A lot of these motherfuckers have the blue nanites. Blue chips, blue nanites, motherfuckers. Shit. So it's like, damn it, hell, these motherfuckers will run into the train for a bitch. Because they choose to act so much like her. Talk about it, but you act like these damn strike demons when you rise or do evil towards your brothers. Damn it, we are not that high in fucking number. Those of us, damn it, that have awakened to this bullshit. So therefore, in the Homoforce, I shall not tolerate none of the bullshit, no smart mouthing, none of that bullshit. Anything opposite of modesty and peace and uplifting and edifying needs to be purged and shall not be tolerated. We ain't got time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit. So if you motherfuckers is on that funny acting ass shit, playing favorites and all that shit, which these two brothers, them and who I'm about to share, didn't, you can miss me. You won't be missed. It may be cool at the time, whatever, but hey, I've dealt with some of you motherfuckers bullshit for long enough. It's 2024, damn it. Real talk. Some of you motherfuckers, I've not been following you as long as I have certain others. But getting the fuck to you, I don't have a problem with not showing up to your shit. Period. Ever again. Before I ever tolerate disrespect, damn it. Who the fuck you motherfuckers think you are? I ain't talking about these bitches like that right down there. I'm talking about you fucking man. False flagging brotherhood. And see, and the same motherfuckers, right? Of whom some panels I may hop on. Or whom's channels I may visit it. Motherfuckers know better to come over here. Because I had to ponder about this for a minute. Because I had to realize they don't want to face the same damn treatment of how they treat people when they come through their shit. For I thought that was masculinity, right? The truth, which is a double-edged sword. Motherfucker, you better, as you prepare to pierce, that you better be prepared for that truth to pierce your ass. Am I right? I'm not dealing with none of you fucking niggerlanders like that. At all. Because that's what the fuck I see. And some of you motherfuckers, woo! Y'all need a buckshot to the face. That's all I'm gonna say. You need to be sent to the other realm. Yeah, to the nether realm. Well, let me get to it. Quit bullshit. But Mr. Schultz, I'm not gonna let you, you hell-bound swine, hell-hounded swine. I'm not gonna let you fuck up my day. But that was just what I had to get out for you. Okay. All right. Can you dig it? Cause woo, I'm really hyped though, y'all. Because man, just so much awesome shit going on, man. You know what I mean? And God blessing brothers, uh to just do for one another, you know what I mean? And just that going on and other stuff have going on today. So it's gonna be a long stream, but not no 3 hours long. No, that one was a given. But damn, this time can fly by. So, which is why I understand why brothers and other content creators, which are also peep game, um, you know, which is obviously they peep, blatantly obvious that they show that they trying to keep watch of the time. So, but yeah, let's go and share this real quick. But I'm gonna hopefully kill the music in the background so y'all can clearly hear. Yes, man. It's a nice, beautiful day too. Oh man, it's a real nice, beautiful day. Amen. Neighbor playing over there with their kids, peaceful, beautiful day. So yes, all right. Okay. Hopefully that's all cute and good. Okay. Good. All right. What I'm gonna do now is mute myself while this plays. So, yep, hopefully it's good and audio's good when you guys is in. Let me know. Thank you. All right, here you go. And shout out this brother LAR movement. Subscribe to brother LAR, which I'm gonna be putting his link in the chat.
I was married to an ex NFL player,
Okay.
and he wasn't always up.
Gotcha.
So who was taking care of paying 3 rents?
Wow.
Baby girl. And they're like, oh, you got to marry a NFL player. Like, oh, you probably did it for. No. When he didn't have it, I got to work. I built a 6-figure business.
Congratulations.
He was down. And it gave him, and he was like, okay, like, this is my rider. Like, we did this, and it was it was on me. He wasn't always available. He was, at one point, he was injured, and I'm out there hustling for the family. So one person is not always going to be up. That's one of the parts of it. The other person has to be your cop. They have to be able to pick up their slack, right?
Gotcha.
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a rap carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm looking.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this app instead. That's what I did, and that's how I got this 200.
What's happening, fam? LAR movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you see the clip. This is why I don't like certain things on social media, because the older you get, the more common sense you have, the more you've been around the block, the more you kind of call bullshit. And this comes off as bullshit. I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying. First and foremost, you were married to an ex-NFL player. Fine, cool. And you're not always up. Okay, fine, cool. And you might have to pay 3 rents. So you had to do something. Okay. Question number one, who rent? See, that's what people don't say, because I know of those situations. And what happens is you have one person taking care of multiple people. And if you married, that one person is taking care of people on his side and taking care of people on her side. So just understand, those 3 rents might be 3 of her family members. Just for the record. Don't know the woman. I'm just saying, but I've seen this before. And then he was down. He got injured. Yeah, yeah, that can happen if you play football. Here's the interesting thing though. Once you make the team, if you get injured, you still get paid. So being injured means you're injured. That doesn't mean you're not getting money. You're still getting paid. So if you played in the first, think about it. Like this year, the Jets, they had Aaron Rodgers. He got hurt the first few minutes of the game. He got paid for the other 16 games. That game and the other 16 he missed. He got paid. So, he was down. No. That's not how it goes. The other thing, she started a business. You got to ask the question. That's nice. You started a business. You started a 6-figure business. Got to ask the question though. Normally, if you start a business and you start a 6-figure business, where did you get the initial investment from? In those situations, normally the guy that wasn't always up. Where do you get all the contacts to help your business grow fast and make it a 6-figure business? Normally, families of the other players, and maybe the ownership, or the staff. So 9 times out of 10, that business became successful as an offshoot of his occupation. This is why I say I call bullshit on this shit. Just for the record, all athletes should know this. How most athletes lose their money is when they retire, their wives divorce them. That's normally what happens. She's 10 toes down, and then he retired. Now he's at home, and I don't love you no more. I won't have and some child support, which means she winds up with 60-70% of the money. That's how that happens. And then, let's just be honest. And then they walk around, I'm a boss, 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 I'm a super boss. And then they blow the fucking money. And the guy normally figures out a way to generate income again.
He's right. That's hilarious,
Even
but
he
he's
might
right.
work a job and have the rest of his savings. People blow money, but a lot of those guys live a pretty decent life. So when you hear these stories, you need to take into consideration that they're not actually going to tell you that. A lot of these people only tell you they tell you the story in a half-truth way that has a lot of holes in it, but you're just listening and you don't think about it. Because if somebody said the other side of the story, you go, you know what? That's not what you said. That's not. I just wanted to look good. Like I saw a clip of a woman talking to her husband, and he was like, she said, I had to work and I had to walk to work. And the dude looked at her and stopped, said, you live a block away from the job. That's why you walk to work. You don't act like you didn't have a car because
Exactly.
you had a car, but you walked to work because it's a block away from the house. Stop playing these fucking games. There was another clip of a young lady who was reading a caption, she was doing a short on the video, and she said, basically, man breaks up with his woman because she wouldn't give him money, she wouldn't help him with his rent after he invested $20,000 into her. But guess what? She didn't read that part. She just read the part of a woman won't help a man with the rent. Now the whole shit is in big bold letters. So she stopped halfway because she didn't want to finish the rest, obviously because it's going to make her post look crazy. But everybody else who could see the damn post could read the thing that's standing up on the screen and like, bitch, why didn't you finish the sentence? Oh, you just wanted to make it look a certain way. This is what these things do. They give off this lie, this facade, and people just go with it. And the reason I'm saying this is because people go, just people like it looks so good and it's so special. And it's a lot of shit that happens. Let me be honest with you. In that lifestyle, women get cheated on. Women get passed around. And women also pimp themselves. So you got to figure out what's going on. And the issue is, a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it this way. Why do you think there's a lot of grown women on social media who've been fucking athletes and rappers for years, and they've had babies and been married, and now they're trying to fuck younger athletes and rappers? Think about that. And they were all supposed to be bosses, and so, and had to get away from these toxic relationships. They like that sort of lifestyle. So they hop in and out. They try to hop out and back in at their convenience, and it don't work normally. So when these people are telling these stories, understand just how that whole process and system work, because it doesn't sound right. But I'll leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
And away we go. We're gonna take on the Continental.
Yo, okay, yeah, what's up? Shout out to brother LAR. Yeah, man, he's right. That's hilarious. I'm looking up for another video, and it's crazy too, man. He's right, and a lot, and it's sad too because you have a lot. He's right. You have a lot of dudes. You have a lot of people, period, that will believe these women. That will take that shit, man. Take these stories with holes in them. That they're giving you. These pieces of truth. You know, um, or half truth. Where it's like you said, where bitch be he's hilarious. Come on, yeah, they be like, "Oh, I'm a boss. I'm a boss." Well, bitch, how did you get to being a boss? Huh? What makes you think you a boss, bitch? What? Because you found a way to to scheme out some money, out of a man through a marriage. And with this divorce shit too, yeah, bitch can divorce you, and take half your damn fortune. That kind of shit. Yeah. Okay, that's how you got to be in the boss, bitch. Okay, whatever. Whatever. So, yeah, just toss them to the side. But yeah, brother LER got a lot of. I put his link in the chat for you guys, so you guys can go over there, subscribe. Man, this is another brother too, man. He's consistent too, and super underrated, boy. So yes, we watched that. Oh man, so you can just pick whichever titles you can choose from because man, he hits on multiple different subjects, man. Instead of just one damn topic, you know what I mean? And it being like some people out there do a video on a cat, like 100 videos on a fucking, nah. I salute, but damn it, I go ahead, do what you do, but I can't do it. I don't have it in me. I don't have a I don't have enough space in my mind to do that shit, man. To have one person on my mind like that, that means you're sleeping and dreaming and eating and thinking about this motherfucker. Because you gotta make your thumbnail unique from the last video you did about the motherfucker. You know what I mean? To attract viewers. So yeah, no. You breakfast, you thinking about the same motherfucker. Lunch, dinner, in the shower, you thinking about a motherfucker you about to do a live stream about. I can't do it. Boy, it needs to be the same motherfuckers who talking about, oh, they don't smoke weed and shit. Motherfucker, maybe you need to smoke some damn weed. Shit. Talk about somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, motherfucker, I might as well. You know how many channels there are on YouTube, motherfucker? For you to be talking about, motherfucker, I can easily go to a whole nother channel, motherfucker, a whole nother genre with no problem. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. Okay, I like this one. Damn, there's so many of them. So many good titles. Okay, I'm going with this one. Damn, YouTube coming with those damn commercials. It's every video now. I remember that was like an ad for one every 4 videos you show. Okay, let me start this from the beginning and share it. It's not in me. Sorry, I can't do it. Anyway, fair use, fair use. Go ahead and share this shit right here. Okay, here we go.
People don't know the sacrifices you made for your own children. They don't know what you had to do so that they wouldn't go hungry and they wouldn't be homeless. They don't know you go to a job that you can't stand just so that they got somewhere to sleep at night. They got no idea that you put off your own dreams just so that they wouldn't wake up to your childhood trauma and nightmares. They got no idea that you give them more because you started off with less. They have no idea. If you can't be appreciative, can you at least be an achiever? If you can't say thank you, can you at least do something meaningful with your life? I made too many sacrifices for you to be lazy and to be entitled. You don't know how it is that I couldn't sleep at night, and half these gray hairs come from you. I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. LAR movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More important, you saw the clip. Hey, when somebody's right, they're right. So we're gonna have to discuss how, for one, a lot of the spoiled and entitled children are us as parents' fault because we spoiled them and we made them entitled. But I gotta bring into this for all these people, all of these young adults and adults talking about all of this toxic and what was traumatic and all this. y'all not aware of who y'all were as kids, because it's obvious. Because I see, oh, I got broken by this type of adults. But when you dig into it, really, they're just a lazy kid who became a lazy adult. Or they were soft in the sense of something happened and it broke them and it wasn't something major. You've seen people overcome far more. And think about it in the sense of you're seeing kids who are like sociopaths and psychopaths in the sense of they don't care about what somebody's going through to make sure that they're getting ahead in life. And when I say selfish parents, great grandparents, I said to say this. As a child, I knew, man, you got to work this job to take care of me. You got to do this and do that, and you know, you decided not to eat tonight and that type of stuff. Like I was really aware of what was going on around me, and it seems like you have more kids and young adults in society who they're unaware of the work it takes to provide for them, and they don't know when to chill out and shut the fuck up and be appreciative. And then what I see is when I say lazy adults, what I see a lot of young adults when they become adults and they go, oh, because they thought it was so easy because their parents made it easy for them. And then when it's time for them, oh, you remember when you didn't clean your room? Because I don't want to clean my room. Nah, you got a room and it's dirty as fuck. And now you like, now it's exhausting for you to clean up after you. You remember, you know, when you wanted to do what you wanted to do, get up when you wanted to get up and go where you wanted to go. And it's like, so now you can get up and go how you please. And now you realize, oh shit, it costs to get up and go and do what I please. Yep. Yep. You know, and then you got to take it there. We got to take it there. This is my life. I could do what I want, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so you have no to be here. You be careful with that shit. Because once you go down that road, if I didn't ask to be here, it's like, oh, you didn't, bitch, I didn't ask to be here either, but I'm here. I'm sorry, you thought that statement came with you too? You were the only motherfucker that could say that stupid shit? No, but let me go past that. That's not an excuse to not do nothing with your life. And and a lot of folks are wasting their life, and then they become grown and go, "Oh, the reason I'm like this is because uh, when I was a kid, they made me take out the trash, and I said no, and I got a whipping, and that traumatized me for life." Guess what? Now you 30 fucking 5 years old, and your house looks like trash. Maybe you need to whip your own ass so you can get some shit done. Like how a lot of young adults don't realize you actually owe it to your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, your coaches. You owe them by actually achieving in life because they're sacrificing of themselves to make sure you have some type of platform to get ahead. And if you just pissing that away, of course they're gonna be mad at you. Of course they're not gonna fuck with you. You don't deserve any type of respect when you do shit like that. You don't. So that's that's part of it. And people go, "What? I can't believe it. Man, why don't I deserve respect?" Well, if somebody's trying to teach you something and you blowing this shit off, the person who's trying to teach you something knows one thing absolutely for sure. You're gonna need to know that in your life. And then you go, I got it. And then when that happens in life, and then you go, I need that information. And then you try to go back and you don't have it and you fuck over. And then you're gonna go back, man, I knew I wasn't paying attention. I was blowing you off and I act like this shit isn't important. But now I need it now. And they're like, look, fuck you. I'm teaching other people. The difference is listening. So you figure it out now. You see, a lot of times y'all don't realize, you know, paying attention is a sign of respect. Doing what people told you to do is a sign of respect. You know, see, all of y'all want to be leaders, but you don't want to be a follower. I ain't gonna, I can't nobody tell me what to do. Okay, you's a fucking fool. Because the people who actually provide for you have been told what to do, and they get told what to do sometimes in order to provide for you. So they can be told what to do to make sure you have a place to stay, food on your back, a place to stay, clothes on your back, food in your stomach. And they can take their extra time and make sure you learn all these other things you need to be a functional adult, but you just get to sit there and bullshit and think, oh, it's my life. I didn't ask to be here. I could do what I want. Okay. Do what the fuck you wanted. And that's why you see sometimes when they said, you know, people were young adults were moving back home in record numbers, and y'all think it's just inflation. It ain't just inflation and the cost of living why a lot of y'all move back. The truth is, you know, a lot of y'all moving back because y'all fucking quitters and y'all don't want to stand on your own 2 feet. See, here I hate to break the news to you. You know, people in my age group, in my generation, hey man, we lived in shitty apartments. We slept in our cars. Just being honest, we slept outside. You know, we we knew when we really needed help, and we knew, no, I got to figure this out. I'm grown. I can't be calling on people every time some shit go bad. Y'all, on the other hand, we ate the ramen noodles for lunch and dinner and just say fuck it. Hey, is what it is. But y'all know I gotta have everything, and I can't provide it for myself, and I won't sacrifice. So, so what fucking happens when you have kids? Oh, let me get it right. I'm not gonna bring a kid into this world because it's not perfect for me. But you know what else you're not gonna do? You're not gonna spend your whole motherfucking life mooching off of somebody else because the world ain't perfect either. Because then they sacrifice for you as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult. Now they got to sacrifice for you as an adult. Who the fuck you ever sacrifice for? Not a goddamn person. So the least you could do is get on your damn feet. That's the least you could do. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.
Hey yo, yeah, that's real talk. Shout out to brother LER Movement. His link you see is in the description to his channel. And yes, brother LER, you're right. A lot of them are lazy as hell, unaccountable, and I'll dare say that they are highly enabled. The behavior that they have has been enabled, and especially enabled through their peers, who are also you know what I mean, misbehaving and being disrespectful and just vile. So yeah, and it was right. You know, he said maybe you know you need to kick yourself your own self in the ass. Damn it, you know, to go get go clean your own shit up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, and they and it's usual. You know, I mean, it's blatantly obvious. You know, it's been said. You know, many a times throughout our life. You know, as we've been hearing it that, hey, you know, they're not going to learn until you know, till they grow up and have their own, you know, go through their own experiences and, you know, and also definitely work experiences. You're right about that. Because that's only until then when they'll come into that gratitude or should, you know, for what you did for them, you know, and taking care of them. Thus them upholding pride for you and being an awesome parent, you know. And that's our hope, you know, to you know for that to happen. But and he mentioned brother Eliar mentioned about how the guys talking about oh well you know I don't have no kids you know blah blah because you know it's you know dangerous it's not good whatever blah blah yeah uh, it'll be wise for any man to not from all men to not deal with or have kids here in this country right now. It's on Sodom and Gomorrah mode times three. All right. Yeah. Which means, and also too, yeah, you'll be a fool to do so because of how easily you could be taken and taken down and torn asunder by this wicked system and her. And it's 9 times out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 of the times, I mean, of, you know, of that being likely to happen when one, when a man allows himself to be fooled to thinking that, oh, you know, she ain't going nowhere. She's gonna be, she's gonna be here forever. And then, damn it, then the motherfucker realized, damn, this bitch playing, damn it, to divorce me, damn it, after 5 years. The hell, man, I just found this note, man, in this chick's phone, man. You know what she said, man. Yep, yep, yep. So that's their way of getting the bag. Yeah, but back to that. Yeah, I mean, it definitely needs to be understood. You know, what I mean, it needs to be continuously to push forth out there. You know, what I mean, for kids to know, hey, you know, you are going to appreciate what I've done for you, and it's something you cannot like force upon them. You know, these are things you know. It's a part of wise sayings that you give them. You know, you can't force it upon them, beat into them, and none of that. You know, you let them know, understand that. Hey, when you get older, yeah, you're gonna you're gonna wish you're gonna wish you listen. You're gonna wish you being obedient, and you're gonna be grateful for me putting up with your bullshit. But there is a such thing as this as disownment. But yeah. So woo, let's go to brother Eliar. I mean, not, brother Eliar. Shout out to brother Eliar. Subscribe to him. His link is in the chat. Um, she got Rihama, one versus a million. I shall be playing our brother Nameless Protagonist next. And it's highly important that I Don't go to his later ones, even though they're all classics. They're all classics. But I want to go to basically episode one. Some motherfuckers don't mind jumping in episode 3, 4, 5. No, I want to go to one. I like to start off with one, get as much context as possible. All right. Yeah, I'm subscribed to, bro. But since I'm subscribed to so many people, especially many of people outside of the Black Manosphere. Yeah, come he ain't popping up like seeing all other protagonists and shit. Oh man, that's what happened. You changed your name, brother. Oh, you changed your name, bro. Oh shit, that's tight. And it's like, you don't get no notification over unless uh the content creator you subscribe to, post something, to where you become notified. You be like, oh, like who is this? And then you look and see, oh, that's such and such. Okay. So that. I was looking, I was like, what the hell? Precept. I don't say episode, say precept. Precept. Okay. There's no center. I was expecting for one to be long, bro. But you got them short though. Short school. You know, I wouldn't mind listening to a long, lengthy video of Brother Nameless. Okay. What's the name of the source? Okay. That was 3 years ago. Okay. Two. Precept. I think this is okay. Precept one. Okay. There we go. This is short. It's short. I'm gonna go ahead and cover three. Cause I got other various videos, maybe some shorts too that I would like to share. So, as I do have this, on my own time limit of how long I'm gonna stay on here. So, yeah, I got you to take care of. But yeah, I want to do this, and also make a stream paying tribute to two heroes of mine. So, do that proper. I gave my condolences, to Akira. And yeah, may he rest in peace. So yeah, I'm gonna do a stream of him and another. So it's long overdue. Long overdue, but okay, here we go. And as I'm gonna mute up through this too. So oh, yep, let me mute. Going on mute now.
すべてをそのまま受け入れます。第一、どこど、宮本武蔵。Would I like to elaborate on this precept? A recurring issue with perspective is this idea of what ought to be getting imposed rather than accepting it for what it actually is. Perhaps it has to do with the mind's tendency to organize things by virtue of its usefulness, relative to itself, of course. While this is merely the result of a defense mechanism developed by human psychology to protect itself from threat, the issue arises when this occurs in the realm of presupposition instead of actual experience. We see this socially in the form of stereotyping, but when applied to the world in general, the fruit often brought forth from this truth is usually bewilderment. Things have and always will be simply what they are, no matter how much we attempt to project them to be otherwise. If you can do this, you will avoid the mistake of chasing shadows that have been casted by your bias, and your mind will remain unmoved, able to respond correctly, no matter the situation one finds themselves in. Thus, one should accept things simply for what they are. Os.
Mm. Short, simple, but awesome. Simple to those who are aware, whose awareness has grown so keen. But to a lot of others, it's hard for them to not chase after shadows or try to create them so they can chase after them. It's the same as trying to, by you not accepting of the what is, you're therefore trying to insert your own definition, which leads to perfect insanity. Hmm. Oh man. Thank you, brother. Man, let me go ahead and put his channel in the chat right now. Um while I when I go to part two, the second precept. Oh damn. Oh yeah. Okay. Hope I wasn't muted. But damn, man, that was a good one. Man, that was 3 years ago, boy. And that it still sound crispy new. Shit. Even though one, one maybe of the knowing of such precept, the first precept, which is the acceptance of what is, it is still a good refresher, though, a refresh reminder a refreshing reminder. Reminders are always good. So, yep, as I got the link as I've seen. So let me go ahead and put that in there. Now that link is for Brother Nameless Protagonist and fair use for his content. Thank you. Thank you, brother. And yeah. Well, that loads up. I'm gonna go ahead. Uh, throw the link in there after this third video. After the third video, I'm gonna show because I want to share a few other randoms. I don't say randoms, but various. Okay. Legend. Ooh, reception. Damn. Oh, where's okay? There's a third one. There's a second one. Okay. There we go. Mhm. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. I'm about to.
快楽主義を求めてはいきません。二つ目、どこど、宮本武蔵。I'll now elaborate my thoughts on this precept. Do not mistake this for an affront to pleasure, or some hedonistic pursuit of happiness, so-called. Pleasure is, of course, an aspect of the human condition, whose influence would be foolish to flat out ignore. There is a saying, however, which states, quote, to impoverish the wolf, one need only compromise the soil, end quote. Look at it like this. The soil, in its ability to serve as Earth's foundation literally, does so figuratively by producing the very vegetation the wolf's prey will invariably consume and grow fat with nutrients from. If the soil held no value, neither would the flora, and with the flora so compromised, the meat of the prey would likewise be compromised of nutritional value. It's here that the axiom finds its predictions on the wolf realized. Pleasure likewise follows this example. For example, validation, worth, meaning, purpose. These things are all vectors through which pleasure may travel. However, the further away from yourself you seek to obtain these things, the less potent they become. You are like the soil, and why, if compromised, your efforts will only lead to impoverishment, resulting in an endless cycle of needing but never being fulfilled. It is the gateway to ruin. To realize this, is to realize self-validation if only you can give yourself, resulting in an endless cycle of needing but never being fulfilled. It is the gateway to ruin. To realize this is to realize self-validation, a gift only you can give yourself. Thus, do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Os.
Woo! Talking about words, man. Hey, that's so true. Oh man. For even this, such a thing is mentioned in the Bible too, in God's word. Oh man. But man, it's just so awesome how he broke it down. I mean, it's just so uplifting, isn't it? Hey, this is masculine chop up, so just this is what it is, you know. Hey man, you this is the thing to learn, you know, to not seek those things that, that pleasures typically, lead to. Which yeah, can lead you to ruin and hell, even at times your own destruction. So it'll be best so you can be your complete whole self by focusing on you and what pleases you, and making sure that what pleases you is not you looking outward for someone to please you. Mm, real talk, real talk. And see, a lot of people know of these things. A lot of people who are uh, really savvy in seduction. A lot of women that are savvy in seduction and shit. Yeah, they get a lot of guys because a lot of men they feel enslaved to such pleasures, such things they don't be need to seek to have pleasure in because it's going to ultimately destroy them. And that's the problem here today. We, us men who are awakened, who don't want to deal with this bullshit, who's not going to be marrying none of these American drag demons. A lot of dudes who are for that, who are for trying to, who are fighting basically down there, with man online that you see, trying to force them back into this beta male simp ideology. They're trying to get you to put your pleasure or to seek pleasure in these women here, in the idea of that you can get married here in this country, that it is safe to get married here in this country, you know, and that it's okay to get married to a chick, that's bossy or that may seem like, she's temporarily somewhat marriage material for the time being until she decides or when to get a divorce. And knowing that this system is so messed up, these men are still trying to still like get us men, us thinking man. Shout out to Big Bro Black Round 313. Us thinking man. They're trying to get us thinking man to place our pleasures or to seek pleasure or to seek to find pleasure in in the idea of marrying these women, knowing that the system is so messed up and it is against man in multiple ways. And it's been so for a long time. So shout out to Brother Nameless. Shout out. Oh yes. Uh one more video, Brother Nameless, and that's the precept number 3. Thank you, Brother Nameless. And fair use too, as I must say that, fair use. Um oh, oh blessed me. I forgot to put my banner up. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm tripping. Oh man, let's get it in. Ooh, this is the masculine chop up. Nothing but masculinity, boy, in that there, boy, in these videos I shared. No sus and no weak man. So oh yeah. So I'm muted up, yeah, because I about to share real quick. Third precept. Oh man. All right, third one. Yeah. Oh, yep. Oh shit, I was muted. Okay. So let's go. All right, thank you guys for coming. Even though if you do have to hop in and out for a minute, thank you for stopping by. Even though if you was for a short time. By the way, don't forget, um, you guys can also like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App and the PayPal for the links are in the description. Somebody said, "Ray, you're a small channel. Why are you asking for a donation?" Well, real quick, um, I'm seeing people donate to cats, right? Who to basically to fund their traveling around the world, which costs money. And yeah, so I'm definitely having no problem with making damn it my donation limit. You know what I mean? My goal, donation goal, top $50. So if you can, hey, less than that, cool, don't matter. Hey, or if not, if you're gonna share, subscribe, that's good too. That's good. So let's get it. Oh man, more awesomeness. More awesomeness. Yes. Here we go. Fair use. Shout out to Brother Nameless Protagonist.
いかなる状況においても 部分的な思考に頼るべきではありません。大祖の教訓。どこど、宮本武蔵。In general, many interpret this precept to be a protest against intuition. I would say they may be missing the deeper principle if they believe so. The world consists far more than is and is not. This binary worldview has governed the digital world with impunity in modern thinking since the time of the Industrial Revolution at least. It's become clear in the advent of the fourth wave that an old idea is being realized via the realm of quantum computing, the enigmatic qubit. To spare a long explanation of particle wave theory, string theory, and quantum physics, potential, waiting to be molded by some predetermined objective or intention, much like how our neural networks work in our brains. This opens the third state, both of is and is not, but simultaneously expressed, which is predicated on one's perspective. The formal term for this is known as superposition, where a state of matter is both an energy and a solid at the same time. This implies many great things to the nature of our universe and the true subjectivity of our existence. I call this an old idea because human beings have understood this in metaphorical form going back to the sun, moon, stars' original trinity. It's also been reflected in the father, mother, and child. It reveals itself in the thesis, antithesis, and synthesis of the great alchemist of Kemet, to the chemical understanding of basic physics and the proton, neutron, and electron. Hidden in the space between breaths, we find this thin line where the past meets the future. In that present realm, what can be labeled intuition is called into being via the five senses to catch a glimpse of the unseen. History shows us how our ability to see that which has yet to manifest and anticipate outcomes predicated on this information sets us apart from all other creatures in the animal kingdom, and may be what likely gives rise to this thing we call consciousness. With that said, the precept appears to not be so focused on the method, but the final step of cultivating one's resolve to carry out a decision. After all, on the battlefield, generally it's not the best strategy that wins, but the strategy that was executed properly and to its inevitable conclusion. Thus the axiom, a strong strategy, poorly executed, is no better than a poor strategy, strongly executed. That much worse is it for those who have no strategy at all. End quote. Thus, take measure of yourself, your surroundings, and resolve yourself to act accordingly. In other words, do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. Os.
Whew, hot damn. Now that one, brother, name was, I have to admit, dear brother, I was somewhat slick meditating to that. I was slick meditating to that. Yeah, man, this is awesome today, man. It's an awesome day today. Man, so yeah, brother, name was. I am definitely gonna have to go back on that one. Yes, and listen to that. I may have to listen to that like twice. It's so good. I mean, all of it's good, great replay value. All of his content is great replay value, y'all. So his link is in the chat. Brother name was protagonist along with brother LAR movement. Their links are in the chat. So I will be sharing enough footage. Maybe not the whole content itself, but yeah, this is something I came across this morning in regards to the fight between yeah, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. I think Bisbee mentioned um I think Bisbee mentioned Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, which I believe that's ridiculous too as well because I'm like, come on, man. Like I agree, like I ain't been down on his age and all that, you know what I mean? But the man can still hit hard. Great chance, Devin here. He can catch Jake Paul. But one dude I listened to, and he had a point though, boy, because obviously though you're not fighting your same as you did in your 20s, but then again, I agree with another cat who said, "Hey, that power." He's right. That power is still there. Oh shit, that power is still there. So that when you get hit, damn it, by Mike Tyson, damn it, it ain't gonna matter, damn it. It's gonna feel like you got hit by the 20-year-old Mike Tyson. Shit. So, no, that's the one. Where are you at? Yep, I think it's this one. Yep, and fair use on this one too. Fair use. Well, it's fair to give me a YouTube gives me an ad. You know what I mean? I guess they let me play what 3 videos without an ad, 3 or 4, whichever one. But yeah, this is part of Glorious Masculine Chop Up. Oh, they gave me another one. So YouTube, you're funny. After I accepted the video, okay, boom, and you guys are ridiculous. You load up the video like you're about to let me watch it. You don't play it, and then you come right behind it with two. It's like, no, no, we need to give you another ad. We need to give you another ad. Well, it's cool. And this cat too said he fought. I think he said BJ Penn. It was like back in. I think he said either 2011 or 2001. So that this was like years ago. So yeah, let me go ahead and like the stream to Michael Bisbee, to the Michael Bisbee podcast. All right, and let's get to it. Mm, mm. Uh, Thank you. About time is shared. Okay. All right. Here we go. Fair use.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the gas. Digital
Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the up. You're listening.
Funny. She'll play.
To Believe You Me with Michael the Count Bisbing and Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I am joined by the one and only legendary fighter, comedian, extraordinaire, UFC analyst, legendary coach, the one and only Mr. Dean Thomas. What's going on, Dean?
I'm good, man. I didn't know you thought about me that way. Well, I'm honored to be on the show today.
Brother, come on, man. Everything I said's true, especially the comedian stuff. You are fucking hilarious on social media, man.
I like to pick on you guys, man. You guys are so easy to pick on, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. You do pick on all of us quite a lot. Even Dana White, you always take piss out of Dana as well.
Well, you know what? I think I'm one of the only people in the world that can, because we do the show together. Dana White looking for a fight, and like that's the dynamic of our relationship. So he allows me to pick on him. It's funny.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's perfect. It's perfect. Listen, Dean, you're perfect to join us today as well, because obviously the UFC 299 going down this weekend. Dustin Poirier's fighting. You used to coach at ATT, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I worked with Dustin. Yeah, so I worked with Dustin for a little bit. In fact, like when I was still fighting, me and Dustin were just straight training partners. Right. Then when I retired, I did work with him a few times for a few of his fights, but what a tremendous athlete and human being that man is.
Oh, 100%. We'll get to that in a second. So how have you found that, Dean? Obviously, from being a coach, from being a fighter to now being a coach and also an analyst for the UFC. How's that whole journey been,
I mean, the thing is, Mike, getting started in this game in the mid 90s, I've done it all. So like for me, when people talk about, oh, you're a coach, or you're this, you're that, I feel like I've done everything that MMA has to offer. Like really, like it's from promoting my own shows to grappling tournaments to coaching to owning schools to a little bit of everything. So I've done everything in this game. So I just love still being a part of it.
Yeah, no, and that's incredible, Dana. When you say the mid 90s, I mean, that's wild. I mean, people say to me, in England, they're very kind. They say pioneer and stuff like that. The mid flipping 90s, though. I mean, as somebody involved in those days then to where it is now, did you ever think this would happen?
Never in a million years. Not in a million years. I remember thinking, man, I wish people took our sport seriously. That's what was on my mind back in the early 2000s and late 90s. They didn't take the sport serious. So I was always wanting, man, like, when are we going to be on ESPN? When are they going to take us serious? Why can't we get treated like real athletes? And now to see where we are today, I'm just blown away. I really am. I'm blown away. To be able to sit on airplanes and watch fights on it, like it just. I'm happy.
I should have said the fashion forward, Dean Thomas, as well, because you love a good cravat.
I'm very posh. in that sense, Mike. I'm very posh.
No, and I love it. I love it. So when you said mid-90s, what was the first UFC event that you ever fought on?
I fought on UFC 31, and that was in 2001.
Yeah.
So I fought BJ Penn in 2001, and obviously I got knocked out. That was my first UFC fight. I got knocked out. I was like, damn, oh, help, somebody come get me. And then I came back for UFC. That was 32. I'm sorry. UFC 32. I got knocked out. Then I came back to 33. That was in September, just after 9/11. And I fought Fabiano Iha. And that was the very first fight in Las Vegas. Very first sanctioned fight in Las Vegas. And I fought on that card. So
Fabiano Iha. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah. So that was back in 2001.
What was the event where you knocked out your good friend and colleague Matt Serra?
Oh well, I think that was 41. I think that was 41, and that was in Atlantic City. And but I didn't knock him out, man. We had a good little scrap.
Head kick, right? Oh,
No. Yeah, that was Eve Edwards and Josh Thompson. Don't worry. Listen, everybody gets that wrong. And
really?
In fact, we were doing an episode of Dana White looking for a fight. I'm sitting next to Habib, and Habib's like, "Hey man, you knocked out my friend." And I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Josh Thompson." And I'm like, "No man, that's that was Eve Edwards."
Oh shit. Listen, as I say, I thought you'd be perfect to speak to you today with UFC 290. And are you in Miami?
Yeah, I'm in I live down here, so I'm pretty close.
Yeah. So, Dustin Poirier, you know him very well. Give us your overall thoughts on the events, the fights, and all the rest of it, and then give us some insight into Dustin versus Benoit Saint-Denis.
I mean, I love this event. I mean, when this event started shaping up, everybody was excited for it because just the magnitude of the card and the fights on the card. I mean, when you think about it, when you look at the prelims, fights on the prelims. In fact, the main event on the prelims was actually supposed to be a main event in Brazil. Gelton Almeida versus Curtis Blades. That was a main event in Brazil until Curtis Blades got hurt. Then when you look at fights like Mateus Gamrot taking on RDA, I mean, all these fights on the prelims could be main event the Apex. So standalone, this is a tremendous card, one of the best cards that we've seen in a long time. And I think that it's going to live up to the hype because we got a lot of matchups, key matchups that look like veterans versus young guys. So it's a matter of, do these veterans still have it? Can they hold their spot? Or is it time for the young guys to come up? So a lot of exciting storylines on this card. But no more than Dustin Poirier and Benoit Saint-Denis talking about veterans and up-and-comers. I mean, this is a dangerous fight for Dustin. He knows it. That's the reason why he took this fight. But I think he needs to take a fight like this because, you know, these guys at the top, you have to be able to give opportunities to young guys. Because you got an opportunity once, you got to be able to return the favor. And if you can't win these spots, then maybe you don't deserve to be there. So I think it's a perfect fight for Dustin if he can win. If he doesn't win, I think this is a situation where he might need to look into the mirror and ask himself, does he really still want to do this?
Yeah, which is funny you say that because he did mention this week. He said, every time I fight these days, being, what is he, 35 now, 36, it can always be the last one potentially. Benoit Saint-Denis, though, is the opposite side of the spectrum. 5 in a row, 5 wins, 5 stoppages. Very, very, very young, dynamic fighter. Very, very well rounded. What do you think about this matchup? Who do you think walks away the winner?
I mean, it's a tremendous matchup. I mean, Benoit Saint Denis has been absolutely brilliant inside the octagon. He's got knockout wins. He's got submission wins. So he seems to be able to do it all. But when you're fighting somebody like Dustin, the one thing he is lacking is experience. And Dustin said, okay, I know he's lacking experience because, you know, he doesn't have the cage time that I have. So let's make this 5 rounds and let's make him sit and think about what he's going to do for 25 minutes, which could be a problem for him.
That was Dustin's idea?
I think so. I think that was Dustin's idea. I'm sure Dustin, and speaking of Dustin, I spoke to him and he said, yeah, he definitely wanted the 5 rounds, the extra 2 rounds, because when you get extra 2 rounds, it's a completely different pacing. You can't go out and throw the type of power that Benoit Saint Denis does that early. You can, but it's a gamble because you're going to have to try to save some of that for later. And Dustin knows that. So for that reason, I am favoring Dustin to have the experience in this fight, to drag this later on and to wear Benoit Saint Denis out.
Sly old dog. That's a sly old dog right there. That's
for sure. For sure. If it was 3 rounds, I would probably go the other way. But in a 5-rounder, I think Dustin should be able to maintain his safety early on, not get caught with nothing crazy, not overextend himself, and just move around and play cat and mouse for a little bit, and then start to chop away as this fight progresses.
Amazing. You know, one of the first times I ever saw you in person, Dean, I think it was in Macau when Tyrone Woodley was fighting. Was it Don Young Kim?
Yeah.
The stun gun. The stun gun.
Yeah, the stun gun. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you still see Tyrone?
Yeah. I just talked to him the other day. That's my boy, man. He's always doing
Very, very embarrassing because, you know, Rampage, you know, he's I mean, Rampage is the man. Shout out to him. He's got all the bling and the big chains and everything. I'm from the north of England. We don't wear shit like that. But I was all skinny, and I've got my shirt off, and I've got his chains on, and I look like an absolute dickhead. Hey, you're only young once. We're having fun.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of sly old dogs, speaking of being only young once, this is a segue. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Look at this.
Brian, you're fired. You must have seen this news this morning. I got to get your take on this. Dean, you've been around the fight game forever. You can't stay in your prime, right? And we're not talking about somebody in their prime. I'm talking about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
Oh, God.
58 years old, taking on Jake Paul. I've come out and I did a couple of tweets on it, you know what I mean? People think I'm being a hater. People think I'm being jealous. You know, as we know, Jake Paul's doing his thing. What the hell?
No, this is not doing your thing. This is absolutely ridiculous, and I couldn't be more upset by this because now this is just taking it too far. I get it, man. Okay, you want to fight a couple guys in their early 40s, still think they got it, but you're going to be fighting a man that's almost 60 years old. And the problem with that is that I talked to some guys today who don't really know a lot about fighting, and they really were like, oh man, Jake Paul's going to get beat up by Mike Tyson. And I was like, he's almost 60 years old. So the fact that there are people that believe that this can be competitive or that Mike Tyson's going to win this, I was like, man, you're crazy. He's almost 60 years old. And Jake Paul ought to be ashamed of himself for doing this. He ought to be ashamed of himself for calling out Mike Tyson to try to fight the legacy and the history of what Mike Tyson has done. That's embarrassing.
That's exactly what I said on Twitter this morning to him directly. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself, because what does he gain out of this? What is he going to do? Is he going to go out there and legitimately try to knock out Mike Tyson? Because if you do that and you're successful with a man that's almost 60 years old, that's just disgraceful, if you ask me. And then, it'd be amazing to see, but it's highly unlikely because Mike Tyson's probably got one round in him, if possible, right? And the power was the last thing to go. If Tyson was successful and managed to find that shot, I mean, that'd be incredible. But what does he think he's achieving?
I have no idea. I mean, think about when we saw Evander Holyfield and Vitor Belfort. I mean, it wasn't even competitive. And you have to take into account, I mean, I'm 47 right now, and I can't fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine. At 47, I couldn't imagine fighting a 25-year-old. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's doing this and calling him out after all he said about the fight game, helping fighters and all this, I want to help fighters make money, blah, 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 blah. This is his way of giving back to the game and putting boxing on the map, calling out Mike Tyson. Come on, man. If you want to help Mike Tyson, allow him to be the special guest referee.
Yeah, 100%. And the way that he did it as well, he put on Twitter this morning, there's a video of him and Rafael Caldera hitting pads. And he said, oh, one of my promoters or whatever sent me this 2 weeks ago and said that Mike Tyson is interested. And when I look at this, I'm like, yeah, this really excites me. Heavyweight, let's do it. I'm like, dude, how stupid do you think the buying public is? Do you really think people are buying this? Listen, fair play to Mike. Go out there, do you think? I hope he makes a shit ton of money. More importantly, I hope that he's okay. But at what point, as a man, do you allow this to happen when you're in your prime?
I don't get it. To me, I feel like commissions should step in and go, we're not going to allow this to happen. I mean, what other sport do you know where a guy is almost 60 years old and still can get in there, except for golf maybe? But like they're not going to let a 60-year-old play football or basketball. I mean, it's ridiculous why this is going to even happen. It should not even happen. Like you said, if Mike Tyson were able to land that punch and knock him out, I mean, that'd be a gift from God, but it's unlikely. It's highly unlikely that that's going to happen. So the thing with Jake Paul is we don't want him to be good. That's it. We don't want him to be good because he talks a lot. He's a YouTuber. You know, we want him to suck, but he doesn't. The reality is he doesn't suck, and he spent the last 4 or 5 years, spent millions of dollars to have the best resources in the world and the best coaches in the world and dedicated himself to the sport of boxing. I was in the corner of Tyron Woodley when he knocked him out. It was heartbreaking. Watching Tyron Woodley go face first into the canvas, I wanted to completely quit combat sports at that moment. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, to watch my friend get hurt like this. Yeah. And so Jake Paul can fight. Let's make no mistake about it. He can fight. He fights better than what we wanted him to be able to. But the fact that the commission would allow this is, to me, is a disservice to combat sports.
It is a disservice. And Harrington, our producer, just put it in the notes. 50 is the age limit for the senior tour in golf. So he's way past that. He's way past that. So my thing was this: look, listen, to be fair, we're all trying to make money, okay? Mm-hmm. Money makes the world go round. It is a vital part of Western culture. Everybody needs money, okay? And the more of it, the better. Of course, he's made money. And I'm not just sitting there trying to rip on Jake Paul, but he's got money. By all accounts, he makes millions of dollars every time he fights. From the YouTube side of things, he's made millions and millions of dollars. At what point, as a man, you just say, it's enough. I don't need to do this. And I know we're going around in circles here, but it was just an extra point that I just thought of. It's like, dude, you've got the money. Take on some real boxers. Be a fighter. Challenge yourself.
I don't know, man. Honestly, and me and Anthony talk about this all the time. Like, I'm just not a greedy person like that. I mean, I got to make money and I got to live the lifestyle that I want. And it's not lavish. I want to be able to eat at McDonald's. I don't need a Lamborghini yacht. But these guys, like, at what point do you just go, all right, man, this is enough money. I don't need to sell myself out for money. And I feel like these guys are selling themselves out for money while they're already rich. And it doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, the cost of Big Macs is going up, Dean Thomas. What is the order when you go to McDonald's? What's your favorite?
Oh man, I never really get the Big Macs, man. Honestly, Mike, I always order off the dollar menu, man. I'm always like, well, and it's not even a dollar menu no more. It's not really a dollar menu no more because they're like $1.99 now for like the double cheeseburgers.
Yeah. I do love a good double cheeseburger from McDonald's. I can't let you out of here without getting your thoughts on the main event. Sean O'Malley, Chito Vera. Obviously, a rematch. Chito's the only person to beat him. What is your thoughts on this one?
I always go back and forth with picks, and it just takes the right person to convince me. And it might have been you this time. You listening to your take on Chito bringing in the right partners and knocking them out. Like when we were listening to that, I was like, there might be something to that. There might be something to that because I think Chito, especially with 5 rounds, Chito has an ability to beat guys that are better than him.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. I mean, it sounds like, hey, they're afraid that Mike Tyson will get hurt and shit. I mean, hey, if Mike Tyson was afraid, or was concerned about his health and all that shit, he wouldn't have jumped on it. So pause. But yeah. So while we do this here, we're going to check out. Oh, well, I got one. Yeah, we're gonna check out at least a clip I made, like a 1 minute clip. Uh, yeah, this dude had his mother come up on the damn up on the live stream and shit to talk shit to this dude. But no, this one ain't it. Oh no, yeah, yeah, no that one. Oh, wants to act a little slow on me today. YouTube must have did some of those triple ads they slipped in there. So, no, yeah, thought that one was it, but no, of of your boy. Yeah, nope, nope. No. Oh, this is 1 minute. All right. This one with whatever it loads. But yes, man. Hey, real talk, us. I I mean, I'm not for the fight either, but I'm like, hey, if he knocks Jake Paul out, hey, all the more, shit, and and that fits right in well too with what Michael Bisping said. Hey, you know, quit taking the lazy route with it, the shortcut route with it, and go ahead and compete for real. You know what I mean? Like, test yourself by going through the ranks, motherfuckers. you know, Instead of always want to fight like, older cats, cats they should be sitting down and working on projects, shit, and deals and all that. Hell, fight some younger cats. You know what I mean? Shit, those fire starters. But yeah, but here we go. Let's check this out. But I'm gonna put Bisbing's link in the chat as well before I share this one. This is from Brother Corey Holcomb. Yeah, so yeah. Hey, okay. There we go. Come on. Shit. Got a strong signal and it still acts funny. Oh, all right. All right. So let's share this shit. Let's attack this. This is real talk though. This is real talk though by Corey Holcomb. I don't agree everything this motherfucker says though, but shit, this motherfucker spitting some real shit though. So here you go.
I mean, I brought it up because she tried to run game on me like she was brought up by her mama. But you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing I got away from her mama because I don't speak to her mama. She be like, I know you hate my mama. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to hate nobody. Your mama was drama. Now here it is all these years later. You just like your mama. Both of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll go make another daughter. I don't give a fuck.
My nigga, he's straight pulling army man.
If you ain't good
Come on.
as a person, no matter who you are, I have a cutoff switch, God.
Come on, y'all. It's just a damn minute.
God bless me with to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid. My motherfucking mama.
Who
You
won
know
that
your
back? Y'all did that shit on
with
purpose.
to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid.
Oh shit.
My motherfucking mama. You know your daughter.
Thank you.
I have a cutoff switch, God bless me with to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid. My motherfucking mama. You know your daughter trying to get in touch with you. I say, oh, mama, you watch that little bitch. Ha!
Yeah, see, it's. I get where you guys are coming from because I had the same.
You watch that little bitch. That bitch is brought up in this new generation where they're.
Yep, as you know, as we all know, where he's about to go. Hey, now that's raw and uncut right there. Hey, that's masculinity at its finest right there. Shit. Another element of the finest of masculinity right there, you know what I mean? The best you can be. Because otherwise, trying to fix her, trying to change your damn daughters and shit, for when they want to go way far left, you're only bringing yourself misery. All right, you're only bringing yourself misery. Thus, and allowing them, her, and the mother too. Oh shit, you allowing them both to tag team on? No, And shout out to Mr. Palmer too for first making that known. Damn it, hey, that you may have to shit pull an Omni Man and wash your hands on these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's as real as it gets. You know, like why allow people to to pull you into insanity? Why allow them to take away your sanity? Basically, it makes no damn sense. And that goes for your own damn children, your own blood. And just like he said, which was real talk, those are like no good people. You gotta have that cutoff switch. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, the opposite of that is you continue on going back to such person or people, you know, who that means damn good. Total they are total garbage, evil and vile as hell. You know what I mean? And yeah, you're only putting yourself through torture and turmoil. You're bringing it up onto yourself. But instead, for some reason, a lot of people, and and this came across a lot of us, but we had to learn, to develop that damn cutoff switch. But a lot of people still hang on, even though knowing that person It's no good for them. It's causing nothing but just turmoil and calamity. So, you know what I mean? Because what you got to be with a lot of them crazy bastards. Especially when they want to get up in your face, you know what I mean, or talk shit, and you just don't get the fuck out of my face. Don't put it again. Tell them, get the fuck out of my face. Shit, me. So, yeah. So hell nah, people. So yeah, that's it. Right now, thank you. Oh yeah, hit the 2 hour. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to do. To the exact. All right. Hit it. This is a good point. They hit it off. Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother, again, Roastmaster One. Appreciate it. And those who also want to donate, hit the Cash App, PayPal, which are in the link. It's in the links are in the description. It's your guy Ray Hama. One versus a million. And don't be on no funny shit. All right? Not with your fellow man. When we need each other more than ever. Ain't got time for no shadiness whatsoever, no funny acting, none of that. So, right on. And also, this is what you do. And when people come through, oh yeah. As I want to mention, before I go, for you motherfuckers that want to act funny because I choose to share you shit, right? You know what I mean? And want to be all dismissive about it or whatever. And also, too, at times, a little disrespectful when I present shit to you. Like, hey, you know what I mean? This is a good topic. This is right up your alley. You know what I mean? The type of shit you like to talk about. And you dismiss it all the way to where, you know, you try to down me on live streams to make me feel less than, thus creating the chain reaction for other motherfuckers to do the same. No. To that point, that's where you shaved off 25% of care from me, of you and your channels. All right? Especially to those of you, damn it, that want to complain about numbers and views and shit. Therefore, all right, and this 25%, 75% you still there until you fuck up and do a little bit more and some bullshit. Right? But the 25% of me with you in supporting your channel through sharing, liking, or whatever. And hey, if I can, motherfucker, hey, sometimes donate. But that 25% is me saying, fuck you and everything about you. It's 2024. I ain't got time for wishy-washy motherfuckers. Because guarantee the fuck to you, if you share something with me and I'm trying to come up, all name the natural law what makes sense is okay, bet. Cool, thank you, bro. Or thank you, such. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I mean, try to utilize this shit. Thank you. This seems like a good old thing, man. I'm gonna try to work this up. You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to get this going, man. You know, fire this up on live. So, okay, yeah, but no, just down there to equivalent, okay. And I know I done share some gems with motherfuckers, right? Some gems. I don't say some gems, but I mean some firecrackers or whatever you want to call it. You know, it was lit too. Like, you know what I mean? And it was hot, like in that same day kind of shit. reaction worthy shit. And you know, I put it. It's to the equivalent of when you give a gift to someone and they cuss you out and try to make you feel bad. Let's stand in front of everybody. Be advised. Yeah, if y'all got treated like that in other motherfuckers, you know, panels and shit, over here in the Hama Force, we won't treat you like that whatsoever. Ray Hama, won't treat you like that. All right, because a comment says I would want to get treated like that. That's opposite of lifting each other up. You know what I mean? Because hey, if it's like that, shit, I don't want no qualms. Then hey, you won't have to worry about me sharing shit to your ass ever again. To any of you motherfuckers that acted like that towards me, but to those that have shared shit that I've sent you, cool. Salute to you. You know what I mean? Hey, and nor did I ask anything, you know, from you. You know what I mean? So I may, you know, hey, go ahead and just stop, you know what I mean, sharing and atting motherfuckers, damn it, all together. Real talk. Because the shit's ridiculous. It's annoying. And this is what I would do for y'all. This to me, this is from me to all you funny, wishy-washy, socially frigid ass motherfuckers. This is for me to you guys, and to show you how much I don't have time for that bullshit. This your guy Ray Hama. I'm out. Peace. 1 versus 1,000,000.